Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic!
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic!
Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes, man. You know I gotta come to the ring.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I get you. Boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation. Cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. To your label.
Yeah, let's get focused. Yeah, 333 in the chat early. Let's get going, man. Souls of Thought in the building early. What's going
Classic!
on? Yes, sir. We got a hot one today. We got a great live show today, as usual, man. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all let people know what's going on over here with the codes. We figuring new shit out every day. We getting the resolution conversations.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
We not playing no games. We pumping out content 40 going north. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, man. So check it out. So today we doubling down on reaction videos. We got 2 reaction videos, a question of the day, and a code language conversation. And obviously, if the chat get booming, then we'll do our chat Q&A and we'll do what we do. Chat 333, the best in the
Classic!
building. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Lord. But y'all see what's going on, man. Hold on. Y'all see what's going on. You know, we got the reaction video starting off the show today. You know, y'all see the lights. Y'all see what's happening. Y'all know what's going on. So let me get situated right quick. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Y'all see what's happening. Let me get right. Let me get right. Let me get right. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Y'all know what's going on, man. Yeah. Let me get situated. Chat. Let me get situated. We heading into the reaction video to start the show. No announcement needed. You feel me? You know exactly what the situation is. We talking about Keyshia and Gucci today, man. I haven't watched this at all. I actually wanted to save this for y'all so I could do a purely authentic reaction. So it's a thought. Dry snitching in the building, man. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You know what's happening. My favorite time of the day, man. When in doubt. Y'all know where I'm going for the content. Yes, Lord. So look, we talking about Keyshia and Gucci. I actually seen this pop up. I believe it popped up when I was out of town still, or maybe when I was just getting back into the States. But I wanted to save this to do an authentic reaction with y'all chat. So I'm going to enjoy this one thoroughly, man. You know, we're going to switch over into the view that we need for the show that we doing momentarily. But let's go.
I'm very respectful to my man. I'm very submissive. Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else. A lot of these girls don't know how to do these things. So that's how I had the upper hand.
Rivah TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So if you do not know who these people are on the screen, this is rapper Gucci Mane with his wife Keyshia.
is how I feel today. I'm moving slow, cause these rooms in my lemonade.
The two of them actually have, you know, are very open on social media about their relationship, their situation. Gucci Mane, the rapper, he was actually incarcerated at a certain point in time. He met Keyshia, who was a model at the time, and the two of them began dating. And basically, when he went to jail, he gave her $2 million. And by the time he came out of jail, he had $6 million.
Gucci went away for those 3 years. That he gave you his money and you flipped it. How much did he give you?
2 million.
Okay. Gave you 2 million when he got in. When he got out, how much did he come home to?
6.
You flipped $2 million into 6?
I did.
Right. And then he married her and so on and so forth. They had children, all of that. And so recently, his wife was actually on a podcast in which she talked about a lot of things, right? She talked about business. She talked about her marriage. She talked about being a mogul. She talked about all different things. But the clip that went viral from the conversation was the clip in which she said that he doesn't have to do anything, you know, in regards to the home or worrying about bills being paid. The only thing that he has to do is literally shower.
Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else.
So what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring the entirety of that segment of the conversation and give you guys my thoughts and my opinions on it. I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause and play. And, you know, we're going to listen to the things that she had to say, but also the schooling that she was giving to other women and why, you know, she was the one out of the, you know, pack to kind of measure up and to become a wife.
Okay. Before she get into the entirety of that and we watch the breakdown, come on, chat. Y'all see what's happening here? What you say, Souls of Thought, Rivah? Yeah, make sure y'all tap in Rivah TV, man. But y'all see what's going on? Huh? Come on, chat. 333 if you hear me, man. Let's go.
I don't think any other woman could have been with Gucci but me. I am very stern. I am very respectful to my man. I'm very submissive, but also don't take no crap. And Gucci respects me for that.
Now, you guys know I have to pause and play. Okay, this is an interview clip from, you know, his podcast. This is his content. I cannot just play it full out. I know people gonna be in the comment section and say, why you gotta pause it? I literally have to pause it so that we can have the conversation. But normally when women say things like, oh, you know, he could never be with no other woman but me, like, you know, no, he could have never been in a different type of relationship, like I'm the best he can ever get. Like most of the time when women say that, in my personal opinion, I believe that it is them being delusional. Okay. Most of the time that women have the conversation that, you know, oh, well, he could never replace me. And they think that they're irreplaceable. That is delusion stepping in. And they are trying to create this narrative that he can't get nobody else. He would never be able to get into a new relationship. Like this is the top that he could ever get. But in this case, you know, the reasoning behind what she's saying is there's kind of proof that the space that they're in and the balance that she creates for him, you know, I believe that she kind of has the space to be able to say that.
Yeah. I agree. So as a thought said, wife talk 333. Hold on.
Classic.
Yeah. That's why I said, do you see what's happening, chat? My man came through with the yeah. I'm trying not to say it. You feel me? Let's go.
Be honest with you, because what she brings to the relationship and what she's going to get into, to me, is a very big difference than to what a lot of women are bringing to relationships, you know, nowadays.
Babe, do this. Or if he's doing something wrong, I'm going to call him out on it. What you did wasn't right. You shouldn't speak to her like that or whatever the situation is. Or I'll say to him, I'm going to take your onions out your meat, baby. Nobody else going to do that. You know what I mean?
Start off the conversation saying that she's submissive to her man. She's respectful to her man. But at the same time, she's not a doormat.
I am very respectful to my man. I'm very submissive, but also don't take no crap.
I think that the fact that she even had to put that part into the conversation is because people believe that when you are a woman who's in a relationship with a man, a strong man, a masculine man, and you are submissive to his leadership, you are submissive to him, and you are respectful of him, a lot of people really believe that that means that you don't have a voice. Like, because they don't see y'all two going at it, or because, you know, they don't see you screaming at him or yelling at him or checking him, they believe that you're a mute, that you or a puppet. I've heard that before, that you are literally like, you have no opinions, you have no feelings, you have no brain for yourself. And that is actually not true.
Yeah, actually, let me step in right here. I want to say, like, it's a situation where people go to the extremes always. You know what I mean? I think oftentimes, like, when a man articulates to a woman, hey, I like a woman that knows when to be quiet, they take that as you don't ever want me to talk at all. And that's actually not what men are saying. There's a balance, right? And then there's discernment, right? And just understanding situational awareness, things like that is what men are asking for when they talking about, how vocal or how mute they want their woman to be at, depending on time and place, etc. So I think the discussion of the balance is a beautiful thing. And then just to listen to these women discuss it between Rivah and Keyshia here, guys, if I'm not stepping in enough, it's because I like what's going on.
But it's the fact that when you're a woman and you know how to communicate to your man, you're going to get a very different outcome. You're going to get a very different man than the women before you or other women out there who have no boundaries when they are communicating to the leader of their household, to their spouse. You're going to get a different man. A lot of people think that the key is, oh yeah, he just tells you what to do, and he just points you into the direction. He tells you what to think. He tells you what to say, and you just have to sit there and be mute and say, okay, I'll say this. Okay, I'll do this. But that's not really what it is. It's, again, knowing how to get the message through to him so that he can hear you and receive it and not feel like you're dictating anything to him, not feeling like you're emasculating him, not feeling like you're talking down to him. And a lot of women have they like to talk bad to the women who are submissive and respectful because they've never figured out the way in which how to communicate themselves enough to be heard or for the message to be received.
I treat Gucci so good. Like, I know I said this when he first came out, I would bathe him and whatever. I don't bathe him no more. But I used to bathe him. Now I still cook for him. Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else.
Now, this is what really got me. What got me is,
before she get into what got her, I think it triggered the women that it triggered because of the fact that there's a large or seemingly large populace of women who would not get fulfillment from being a wife, essentially, at the absolute highest level. In the words of Meek Mills, is levels to shit, right? And so Keyshia is talking about being a wife at the highest level is what she's discussing. You could be a wife and not do quite as much as what she's doing and still have a fairly fulfilled man. I don't know that a man even expects it to this degree. She's talking about being a wife on 10. That shouldn't trigger other women who desire to be wives at any type of a high level. That's like, to me, if a woman is a wife, right? Say she a wife, but she like level 5 with her shit. But she a wife, you know what I'm saying? Her husband cool with it. You feel me? And Keyshia get to popping how she do everything. She check every box and made boxes that we didn't think about and checked them, right? You either gonna admire that and be inspired by that and try to, see if you can get your man to smile as bright as Gucci, or you're going to have hater energy. You know what I mean? Just bringing a man nuance to this. But let's go. Let's listen to what Rivah got to say.
That she was saying that when her man came from prison, okay, that she would bathe him, she'd cook for him, she'd, do all that, just shower him. Literally and figuratively with everything that he needed. She gave him that adoration, that love, that respect. Imagine that the two of them have been in a relationship for a very long time. He's away in jail. They're only the two of them. She talked about the fact that, the two of them were on the same schedule. They were literally on one accord. And she wanted to give him that love that he had been missing for that long time. She wanted to create that space for him. And women, you had women who come onto the internet and were like, oh no, it could never be me, you know.
And it ain't her. And it ain't them. It
Classic.
ain't them. the ones that say it could never be me, it ain't never gonna be
Classic.
you. You see how that worked? Hey, I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sorry to cut your wisdom, River. I'm just saying. But hold on, Souls of Thought. While I got you cut short, Souls of Thought said she would definitely have understood our last topic last night. Absolutely, with the greatest of ease. You understand me, bro? Laughing, yeah, bro. Talk about the ones that be jumping. Talk about it can never be me. It ain't
Classic.
Like she talking about. Let's go.
He a grown man. What's the problem with that? But it's like, it's the level of cherishing. Okay. I love this man so much. I cherish him. I admire him. I respect him so much. But the level of adoration that I have for him will allow me to, pamper him to the utmost.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have to go see, a masseuse. He don't have to, pay this money to go out here. He don't have to outsource anything, because the peace in which he is looking for, the home environment is going to create that for him. But also as his wife, that's my duty to create that for him.
But River, hold on, River. But you know what they're gonna say? River? You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, well, for me to do that, he gotta be rich like Gucci. Yup. That's what they're gonna say. I bet everything I got on it. Everything. All $13. I'm betting it.
I used to bathe him. Now I still cook for him. Only thing we gotta do is shower. He don't gotta do nothing else.
And like I said, that's the whole reason why that clip in itself went viral, is because you have all the feminists, all the naysayers, all the women who talking about decenter men trying to strip away from the message. But those that get it really gonna get it. Okay? They gonna understand. And hence why I said that normally when a woman will say something like, oh yeah, he could never get a woman like me, it's delusional. But in her sense, when she's breaking down the way in which she not only deals with her man and respects her man, but the way that she treats him, it's like, yeah, that's a lost art, because here we have it on social media where women are literally calling this woman a fool.
And that's the market, ladies and gentlemen. That's the market. That's why I'm trying to, you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to, you feel me? You see what I'm saying? No, let me. Hey.
And this is her husband.
Hey, I'm
Classic.
All you gotta do is bathe child and go do his shows. And go to studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it. And
hey, G, I'm sorry, G. I'm gonna flirt with River forever, G. I'm sorry. I'm gonna flirt with her forever, G. It's just what's going on, fam. I'm sorry, G. I can't stop.
Classic.
When you make as much content as me, G, y'all gotta let me have fun with this shit. Let's go.
if I don't do it, I would be miserable.
Why do you think you'd be miserable?
Because I want to take care of my man. I don't want nobody else to do it.
You know when it says that, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. This is that good thing they be talking about. Okay? This is also that wife they be talking about. And a lot of women believe that because they are women, that makes them wife. Because they are women, that makes them equipped to be the counterpart for their man. And that is not true. It's not true. Not just because you are a woman that equates to you're going to be a great wife. No, there's some growing in that space. There's some training in that space. And it's not up to, your childhood or, the situation that you had. No, that it's up to you as an adult. If you want to be a wife, to study the same way that y'all be studying everything else. Same way y'all be studying the hairstyles, the nails, the whatever it is, the trends, the fads, is the same way that you need to be studying on what is going to make me a good counterpart for my spouse.
Classic.
Now, there's a lot of people, in the comment sections and stuff like that of all of these posts that were saying, oh, well, he's rich and he's a rapper and he's this and he's that. And so, of course, since
come on, chat. What I say they was gonna say. I ain't watched this. This authentic. I said, they going to say, well, you got to be rich. What Rivah say they saying in the comments? You rich. It always come down to the bread. They ain't gonna respect you unless you get that checkup, fellas. Listen to what they said. Now listen, okay. Two things could be true. Well, damn, if I gotta get rich to get respect, then you know what I mean? Ain't all this shit paid for? Like, is it even real? Like, if she wouldn't see me if I was broke, is it even real? Y'all really want me to answer that? I ain't gonna send y'all into depression today. Let's go.
So rich and all that kind of stuff. No wonder she's doing all these things for him and she has no problem. And, you know, I get that, right? But she's also very wealthy. It's not just a one-person show. It's not like she's just at home and doing all these things. She's also a working businesswoman. And he is still her priority. But the tools that she's giving and schooling these women in are things that he don't have to be rich. Your husband is a working man. He has dreams. He has visions. He has a plan for you. He has structure that he has in place. All of these things, you still can provide all of these things at a different scale.
Classic.
Okay, maybe the two of you are working together at the finances or whatever the case is, and maybe maybe he's better at taking care of all the bills and making sure everything is paid, whatever it is. But it's the point of having that balance, that compassion for your spouse. That, you know, he has a vision. I want him to be able to focus on that vision so that I can make sure that he has a clear mind and a clear head. And again, when he comes around me, there is peace surrounding this man. Doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect. Doesn't mean that sometimes you're not going to disagree. But it's the way that you do it. But then also in that space, you know, there's some men who are right now, they have a vision, they have a plan, they have ideas, they have this. They can't even think straight because all their woman is doing every time they come home is stressing them out.
Classic.
He can't even, you're talking about, I want this and I want that. I want a Birkin. I want to drive this kind of car. I want us to have, you know, this amount in our bank account. I want to live in this house. He can't even think straight because the time that he has peace in his brain to be able to think, the only thing that's on his mind is you stressing him out.
Right now.
You arguing over petty things. You causing petty arguments, petty disagreements, foolishness that doesn't even matter.
I want you to pay so-and-so to do this. A chef, I cook for him.
Hold on. Let's go to the comments real quick. Oh, my God. So as a thought said, people miss that the man did time, but still was the provider and invested. Yeah. He just gave her the bread. She invested the bread. She tripled the bread. He gave her 2 meals. He came home to 6 meals. She tripled the bread that he left her with. So that's how that played out for them. But yeah, he did time. I mean, he left her with something to play, you know, something to use to make investments to double and triple the money. But for sure. At the end of the day, none of it happens without this level of adoration and admiration and love and reverence that Rivah is driving home so passionately, poetically, and eloquently, if I do say so myself.
Classic.
You can agree with me, but watch how you do it. You see what I'm saying? Let's go.
I buy his clothes. I do everything. And I want to keep the money at home.
Baby.
I want to keep the money in the bank.
Yes.
I invest. I do great investments. So it's like,
I have the same kind of mindset. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have the same kind of mindset. You know, why would you want it to be okay? You're in a relationship with this person, right? And I'm speaking to everybody, men and women included, but you know, to the women who watch me and stuff like that, I'm really talking to y'all. Okay, you want to be married, you are married, you're in a long-term relationship, whatever the case is. This man is signing up to you forever, right? Or you want him to. There has to be some kind of asset to this situation, right? As we know, you know, take biblical terms out of it, take spirituality out of it. Marriage is a business, and you can't go up in anybody else's business and decide that you're going to do whatever it is that you want to do. You're not going to focus on the mission at hand. You're not going to focus on the game plan. You're just going to go in people's business and be playing around and expect to get your full pay. Okay? In terms of the relationship aspect, when you are in a relationship with a man, he is signing up to be with you and only you.
Classic.
Okay, that's what you guys agree on. He's signing up to be a husband to you. You want him to be faithful to you, only have eyes for you, only be attracted to you. You want him to be a protector, a provider. You want him to love you and adore you and admire you. You know, you're wanting all of these things out of your marriage. But are you giving him things to love, to admire, to adore, to appreciate? Are you bringing that into the relationship? Are you doing that?
Hey, listen, man. Listen. She in rare form tonight. Rivah TV is in rare form tonight.
Classic.
Bruh. She like Reggie in the garden when Spike Lee did what he did and said what he said.
Classic.
She said it's for everybody to hear, but listen to me. I'm really talking to y'all. I mean, if we was on a live panel, I would say
natural born crash dummy.
Going all the way in. He said Rivah might be secretly married. I could see it. It would make perfect sense.
Classic.
It would make perfect sense. Listen, whatever city and state that she is located in, whatever gym she go to and frequent, any dude who know anything about her content that's in her proximity that is available to the world and ain't trying to lock Rivah in, listen, you missing your beat, folks. Men marry behavior, fam. Men marry behavior. Like, behavior. And in order to be conducting yourself in a certain capacity, you got to have a certain level of understanding. All of this shit is in alignment. You have a certain level of understanding. That understanding leads you to make certain decisions that are conducive to a man wanting to be around you and lock in and sign up to you, as Rivah said, for the rest of his natural born life.
Classic.
I mean, she cooking today, man. She cooking. Let's roll.
You focused on your, being the best version of yourself in whatever that means, so that when he looks at you, he can feel something, okay, in his loins. Are you bringing that to the situation? Are you, again, providing a space that he is comfortable and peaceful? Does he have to outsource himself and find peace elsewhere other than around you? That matters. What are you bringing that you are an asset to his life?
Yeah, bro. Listen here. For the sake of locker room talking, the men that are listening, women, disregard it. This is for the sake of because I can't. There's no way for me to cut y'all ears off right now for the ladies just watching. But for the sake of locker room talking, the men that's listening, this make and model that Rivah is, that don't stay on the lot long, dog. It don't stay on the lot long, dog. It really don't.
And if if the role that you are playing in his life, he can outsource it everywhere else, you're not really bringing nothing besides the kitty. And that's when you're going to be the most vulnerable, because there's a lot of them outside, okay? Different shapes, sizes, feelings, all of that. With more beautiful, faces, attractive bodies on the outside attached to it. So what are you bringing that's going to be the surplus?
The thing is, when you have a man, you want that man to need you, not want you. And Gucci needs me. He can't function without me. That's what you want in a relationship.
And I saw that firsthand working with you guys. I really did.
Hey, listen, the fact that we in a climate where there's a plethora of women who would comment under this type of language with disdain and disgust, you understand? It speaks to the level of trauma that has occurred outside. You know what I'm saying? It speaks to the results of the broken households. The mentality and the perspective of the majority is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? She giving free game. This supposed to be going viral for all the right reasons. Instead, it went viral for the wrong reasons. They'll let you know how bass backwards they got y'all moving outside. But that's okay though, because that's why I'm here. That's why the Lord gave y'all the shepherd.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
You understand what I'm saying? Chat 333 pulling up in a different way. Soft rain in the building. Yes, Lord.
Classic.
What up, April? How you feeling? She said She's dropping gems per usual. Yeah. That good wife talk is two different languages. The languages of women who are wives and fit to be wives, and the language of women who will be chronically single and struggle in the dating market. She speaks wifey fluently.
Classic.
Souls of Thought said most women get one chance. Those negative women know their time is up. You think they know, Souls? Do you think they know, Souls? Do you really think they know, or you trolling? You think they know? We did a whole segment on it. How do people know when do you think people know when they're washed? I think it's a lot of denial going on out here. You gotta realize, bro, we in a situation where like it's perfectly acceptable to be delusional. You could be so delusional that it actually some way, somehow is perceivably your reality. Souls of Thought said, yes, sir. He think they know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I asked you 30 times like I don't agree. I think they know too. But I do think people allow themselves all the way until they pass away.
Yeah.
So not only is she doing all these things, not only is he not having to outsource, but her mindset is, I want to save his money.
Mm.
See, a lot of these women miss the mark when they seen the clip. They miss the mark completely because they so focused on, I'm not gonna bathe him. She is thinking not just for herself in their relationship. She's thinking for him too. She's thinking of his best interest at heart. She's thinking of his mindset. She said before that when he was going away and, he was giving her the money, she didn't even want to take it. Then when he came out and was trying to give her a cut out of the money that she flipped for him with using, her wise and her wisdom to invest in, wise business ventures and all this kind of stuff to turn the money from, 2 to 6 million. When she was doing all those things, he was trying to give her money. She was like, no, I don't want it because this was for you. This is your stuff. I have my own stuff going on. You have
Come on, y'all. No. Let's see. Now we see how they feel when the best case scenario pop up and say, yeah, I'm real. I exist. When the best case scenario come outside and get loud. Every day I came on this platform before I went out the country. Every day I was on a streak of telling the good women to be loud.
Classic.
Every day I came on this platform. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm capping, chat. Where I said good women need to be loud.
Classic.
But now we see why they quiet. We see why they quiet because when they pop outside, they get abused by their own sisterhood.
Classic.
Is this how you treat me? I come here to give you jewels, gems, and wisdom. This how you treat me?
Classic.
So I see why they stay in the house. Souls of Thought said they will never leave the laundromat. Souls of Thought said can't put new wine in old skins. Turn water to wine. The chat be pulling up.
Classic.
Hey, the chat be coming in here with parables. You understand me? Wait till Jay Zilla pull up. You know it's gonna get different. Let's go.
a lot of these women out here nowadays who talk about they want a husband, they want a man, they want a provider, they want this, but all they are doing is standing there saying, gimme, 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 gimme all you got. They're not cooking, they're not cleaning, they're not providing, they're not, nurturing to their man, they're not bringing no peace. You have women out there who literally have this rhetoric that, oh, you need to stress your man out and that's how he's going to love you and adore you. So that's what they're doing. You're not going to get the same results. Okay? You're not. Do your best bet, put your best foot forward and let him tell you what not to do. Let him tell you, I don't need you to do this. We can outsource this. I don't need you to do that. We can outsource it. Let him say it.
I think that's the difference because a lot of women feel like this, Keyshia. A lot of women feel like, I'll hire.
Man, listen. Forget what folks talking about. Look, Shorty, Rivah said, let him tell you what to do. Let him tell you what's best for you. Hey, souls of thought. Listen, brother. You said you think she might be secretly married. Listen, bro. If she not,
The chef, I hire the nanny. I hire the housekeeper. Really put in the work to take care of your man, and you two are a unit.
Yeah.
What advice would you give these women?
Like I said before, If the only thing you bringing is what every other woman got, you're not bringing nothing. Not bringing nothing to the conversation. Not bringing nothing to the table. That's when you're gonna be the most vulnerable. Y'all be the same ones complaining about the cheating. I don't want him cheating. All these men cheat, this and that. If you're bringing the same thing to the table, what else?
They're gonna leave your ass.
Dang.
Because first of all, you have this man spending all this money, a chef, a nanny, a this, an assistant, a that. It's so much thousands of dollars going out. For me, I want to keep all the money in the bank.
And it's so funny because all the women who are consistently complaining about what they won't do, they don't got to worry about it. I say this all the time. All the women who consistently complain about, I'm not doing this. I would never do that for a man. You don't got to worry about it, sweetheart. You don't have to worry about that because that would never be something that you're going to have to worry about. Because with the attitude that you have alone, you won't be in that position.
Classic.
To even be considered to be somebody's wife or counterpart. So you don't have to worry about it. And what I realize is that there's so many women who don't want to, they believe that a relationship, right? A marriage is just like how your parents love you, right? Like, oh yeah, you just come as you are and this is who I am and I don't have to work at it and I don't have to change and I don't have to do all these things. And that's not true. The two of you are coming together from a mutual attraction from one another. This person don't know you from nowhere. Okay, it might be a friend or whatever, but they were not born with you. They don't know you like that. They meet based off of your representative. And a lot of these women bring this representative to the picture. And then as time goes on, they start to get more comfortable. They start to change pace. And then all of a sudden, they're confused at why they're getting a different result from their man when they are no longer the woman that entered that relationship.
Damn. Hey, listen. It's too hot in the kitchen.
Classic.
She on one today, y'all. Chat said, Soft Rain said, some women so worried about what the man can do for them, but can't bring anything to the table. I don't think a lot of women know what to bring, to be honest with you. So's a thought. They want, they don't feel they need. Damn, they want, they don't feel they need. Wow. Gender roles, very simple. And listen, hey, listen, it's a conversation that I'm letting the women have today. Listen, I'm just in here, you feel me, ad-libbing, throwing in a little male nuance here and there. But for the most part, I'm letting these beautiful women that are in alignment with the way they think, like high-level wives, just discuss it. And I'm just simply enjoying it. When the last time y'all seen me spend 40 minutes on a reaction? I'm enjoying every second of this. I'm probably going to watch the playback of this and see just how much I've been smiling ear to ear. This is how I love to hear women talk. Y'all, so many people probably be in the comments talking about, oh, they pandering and woo. Listen, lonely, you'll be lonely.
Classic.
Hey, get with the program, get the results. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, chat. I'm enjoying this shit. I'm not. I got more shit in the show, but what's the rush?
Gucci Man used to be overweight. Okay, and I think Keyshia was a little bit. She was definitely bigger. I don't know if she was. I would say she was massively overweight, but she was a little bit bigger. She definitely wasn't in her prime health like how she is now. Gucci Man, he done got fit. Being with this woman, they both of them skin glowing. They look like they're shining and healthy. You can see sometimes when men are not in the best relationship, just as you can see sometimes women who aren't in the best relationship, they don't look good, right? You can see that they're wearing the stress. This man don't look like he have any stress in his life. Okay, he really don't. The reason why he parades around with her on it all the time, the reason why he's always talking good about her is because when he thinks about her, he thinks about good things. Sometimes you have men that can't say nothing good about their wife or don't even talk about them, don't even want to be around the majority of the time because when they think about them, all they think about is that monster of stress that she brings to his life. Shit.
Hey, hold on, Rivah. Boy, I know you ain't trying to cook, boy. What you say, little rascal looking at? You talking about me? Boy, hey, I'm gonna let you slide because you forgot where I'm from.
Classic.
I'm gonna let you slide, Norris, because you forgot where I'm from, dog. Because once we start frying
Classic.
I'm gonna let, hey, April said, I agree, River. I agree. Yeah, hey, listen. Well, hey, what's not to River? Hold on. Wait, no, April, wait. No, you done came to the carpet now. Hold on. Don't just jump out here talking about you agree. You was just telling us that the man need to give you an explanation at the fork in the road. That's what you said. You said you want to know a little bit about why to go right? That's not River. That's not River energy. That's not River
Classic.
energy. No. Don't do that, April. Hold on. It's a cap free zone.
Classic.
Yeah. Soul said, no, the song. Oh, okay. He said, thank you, Classic. Yeah, I ain't want to see what I'm saying. That's why I had to give you some grace, brother, because I ain't know. You was quoting a song. See?
Classic.
See? Hey. She said, I'm learning, Classic. I'm learning, yeah, because I'm going to call
Classic.
you. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call, yeah. I can't let you slide. Because listen, there's gonna be some people from some other platforms want to debate. They're gonna try to say you a hypocrite. They're gonna have receipts on you. I can't have you out here like that. We're gonna keep each other in alignment.
Classic.
Yeah. I love chat 333, man. Hey, let's go.
And if I can cook, why bother? And I feel like I'm a great cook. The chef ain't gonna be able to cook like I can. I mean, if it's Valentine's Day, you want to hire a chef, but every day, a nanny every day. Sometimes you need help with the kids. I get it, but you want to keep that money at home. A stylist. Some of them don't have a sense of style, so they need a stylist. I get that.
Again, not only is she thinking about being there for him and being, the honest person there for him and being a true companion for him, but also she's thinking about him conserving his finances. Conservation. That's important. A man has a whole bunch of money and you're thinking about him not having to spend more money. Again, you're thinking of him not being a liability, but also you're managing the other possible liabilities that could be out there. That's real.
You want to keep some of the money at home, but you also want to be good at it. Like, he's not going to be okay with it if you're cooking and you can't cook.
Right.
I grew up in Jamaica. I've been cooking from when I was a child. I know how to wash clothes. A lot of these girls don't know how to do these things. So that's how I had the upper hand.
He replaced, she talked about in this interview how she replaced his stylist. She's a stylist. She replaced, he doesn't need a chef because she cooks. He doesn't, I believe they have a housekeeper, but like everything else, she's basically managing that.
Yeah, listen, she know the job. She knows the job. When y'all go online and you look at a job requisition, right? And it tell you all the duties and functionality. Sometimes that list of duties and functionalities for this position that you're looking at be rap sheet long as hell. And you still send your resume and you send your cover letter and you waiting for a phone call to do all this shit at your job. But they'll tell you the duties of a wife this damn long and you disinterested. It could never be me. It could never be me. It ain't gonna be you.
Classic.
Now, is Keyshia a little extreme? Yeah, she talking about being a wife at the highest level. Most dudes would take a wife operating at level 7. She talking about being on level 10. Most dudes would take a woman right at level 7. So's a thought in the building. What level on a 1 to 10 your wife got to operate at? Does she need to be all the way at Keyshia level? All you got to do is shower and do your day job and that's it? Or do you'll take a level 8, level 7, level 6? Just don't be out here. Don't be out here level nothing.
Classic.
Talk about what you will and won't do. That's nasty. That's nasty. So's a thought said, how long we giving people to learn? Classic. Rain literally has our answer sheets. Ooh, see. No, we got to put a panel together. Y'all trying to beef in the chat. We got war in the chat, y'all. Hold on. We got war in the
190.
We got war in the chat, man. He said he'd take a wife operating at 8 through 9. Okay. It did. He said, just no shower. What you mean, no shower? What you mean? No show. What you mean? All right, let's go. We almost to the end. We might as well rock out with Rivah. Let's get it.
She's basically the house manager as well as his wife, as well as maybe his assistant. She's carrying all the hats. Okay. And some people would deem that as a sense of control. Okay, some people feel like, that's a little controlling, she's doing the most, or she's doing whatever the case is, and she's inserting herself into different parts of his business. But the two of them are married. Okay, this isn't no girlfriend trying to jump into a certain seat. This isn't somebody who is a leech and doesn't have her own finances in check and is just trying to funnel all the money into her own pockets. She has her own wealth that she has acquired. He has his own wealth that she's acquired. And her mindset, she's taking her own business mindset within their marriage and also helping him to manage his finances as well. I believe that he said something along the lines of that, like, before he went to jail, he had everybody around him who could take advantage of him, whether that was financial advisor, assistant, whoever it was. And she came and replaced all that, showed him how to move the chess pieces. And then also probably in some capacity showed him a different lane of financial literacy.
Come on, man. Open up the floodgates for the brother, man.
Classic.
Come on, man. God send me an angel. What are you talking about?
Classic.
Boy, yeah, he ain't trying to let that go. You hear me? What are you talking about? So the next time, that's why I'm gonna take my time with this. It's not every day I get to come on my channel and talk about how good the women is in the video. God damn it. These some good ass women talking right here. Let's just soak this up, chat. Because next week, we're gonna give y'all what y'all want. Y'all call us all out our names. Y'all say we hate women. Okay, we're gonna give you what you want next week. But for right now, we keeping it PC. I just came back from the most beautiful place in the world. I'm not in the mood. This is a good ass woman talking about being a good ass woman and telling women the blueprint, the groundwork, the foundation, the details on how to be a good ass woman. And then we got a good ass woman commentating about the good ass woman being a good ass woman. Let's just take a minute and just soak up all this good ass woman.
Classic.
Let's just take a minute, chat. Come on, we don't get to do this every day. I think the last time we got to do this was Big Lotto. Big Lotto preaching about preserving her good body count and loving on her man and her man. And she think about her man, she eat her man, she sleeps her man, her man.
Classic.
And we did a 2-part series on Lotto now, didn't we? One thing about the classic codes, I'm consistent. We come across some good ass women, we gonna take our time.
Classic.
yeah, that's what we gonna do. Soft Rain said, souls, everyone is different. I've been single 9 years, running my household. It's not that I don't know how to talk wife or be wife. As long as that space is provided, it will be easy to roll into that role. Yeah, I know what you meant. Okay, so it's still up in the chat. So it's 6'2", 190. He said excuses. Oh, so it's still up in the chat. I thought that was over. I'd have moved on. I'm praising Rivah and them. I'm gonna get back to the video. I'm gonna let y'all work that out. Let's go.
So controlling or not, is it a benefit or is it not a benefit? It is. And again, she's stating her claim of why I'm an asset to you and your life. A lot of times, when men are asked like about marriage and like, what's the benefit of marriage for men? Because
she said, no excuses. It's just facts. Listen, it's going down. Chat 333. We got infighting today. I guess the family. Nobody wins when the family feuds.
Marriage is mainly for women, but like, what's the benefit of a marriage for men? These are the things. These are the things.
I grew up in Jamaica. I've been cooking from when I was a child, and I know how to wash clothes. A lot of these girls don't know how to do these things, so that's how I had the upper hand.
I love how she ended the conversation by saying, "That's how I had the upper hand." The upper hand against whom? She probably knew that she wasn't the only prospect out there. But she's telling the women how she stepped out amongst maybe other women he was talking to, he's dated in the past, he's dated. What made him go from being a man who don't want to be married, who doesn't want a wife, who doesn't see value in marriage, to marrying this woman, having her at the forefront of his life, and being his balance and creating more business ventures with her by his side?
Okay.
She's letting it be known.
But see, a woman would only intentionally compete if they actually have deep reverence for a man. She valued him, understood his position in the marketplace, and realized that she was actually in a competition. And she addressed and she moved like a woman who knew she was in competition for the man that she wanted. She wasn't naive. She didn't have a princess complex. She humbled herself, understood that she, you know what I mean? And then she made it to where she was so valuable that she's the only one by default. It don't even sound like there's space in his life for infidelity. Real talk. It don't even sound like it's space in his life for it. She checking too many boxes, wearing too many hats. But back to the beef in the chat. So listen, they into it, y'all. They into it. So it started off like this. Let's go, chat. Soft Rain said, Souls, everyone is different. I've been single 9 years, running my household. It's not that I don't know how to talk wife or be a wife. As long as that space is provided, it will be an easy road to roll into. He says excuses. Soft Rain says no excuses. It's facts. Souls of Thought said the fact is that it's an excuse. 9 years now, and you want to work? ? And then he says Jessica messed it up for everyone. LOL. Now I don't know who Jessica is. Soft Rain said in 9 years I haven't had the opportunity to be a wife. Had I been put in that role, I would perform immaculately. What she hey, listen, she's not laying down. They're throwing haymakers, lefts, right, uppercuts, Souls slips, throws a jab. Soft Rain rolls, throws an uppercut. Souls of Thought said, so wife is a role, not who you are? ? Oh my God. Chat, I gotta let this play out, chat. I gotta let this happen, chat. I owe it to my people. Souls of Thought said last night, girl in the chat. Okay. I'm with you. He said she messed it up for everybody. You messed up now. Hey, y'all something else, man. Let Rivah cook, man. Y'all is wilding.
Okay, don't think that just because I look good or whatever the case is, I still know how to cook. I clean. I take care of him. I'm there for him. I support him. I motivate him. I listen to him. I respect him. I submit to his leadership. I do all the things I'm supposed to be doing within my marriage, not because I'm a boss outside means I'm a boss in his house. Not because I manage wealth outside of this house means that I no longer have leadership.
No, say it again.
I do all the things I'm supposed to be doing within my marriage, not because I'm a boss outside means I'm a boss in his house.
We done right there. Everybody go tap in on Rivah TV. Everybody go tap in on Rivah TV. If you subscribe to me and you don't subscribe to her and you don't want to subscribe to her, unsubscribe to me. On God. Go tap in on Rivah TV. She's my number one favorite content creator across the whole platform.
Classic.
It just is what it is. That's how I'm rocking. We just talked about Keyshia and Gucci. I have nothing more to add to that. Rivah was in rare form today. I think she shot 85% from the field. She hitting shots from the right corner, the left wing, 30 feet out, pull-up jumpers, in, out, getting to the midi, pulling up, cash. She was cooking today. I mean, I can't take nothing away from her. Shout out to wifey. Rivah TV. Yes, Lord. All right, so we're going to break up the reaction videos. Let me check on the comments and see if things have cooled off, ladies and gentlemen. She said, at the moment, no, I'm not a wife. But he did ask a question. My brother did say, so is a wife a role or not who you are? Let's go ahead and make that the question of the day. Question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Is being a wife a role or is it who you are? Shout out to the chat in the building. Souls of Thought said, where other people watching, tap in 333. Hit the like button. Likes are free. Yeah, we got a discount going on the likes. Make sure y'all tap the like button. But back to the question of the day. Matter of fact, let me make it official and put it on my board. Hold on, chat. Momentarily. Is a wife a role or is it who you are? Had to call an audible, man. We can do 2 question of the days. Why not? It's the codes, man. We gotta crack this one. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Yeah, we gotta figure this one out. Let's talk, chat. Question of the day: is a wife a role or is it who you are? I kind of want to hear some input from the chat before I get off into this. This wasn't on my mind, but since we caught it in the live, shout out to chat 333, the best chat in the land. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
If I didn't have y'all, I don't know where I would be. You know what I'm saying? Is a wife a role or is it who you are? Talk to me, chat. I'm gonna wait till I get at least one reply to this. Y'all take y'all time spelling it out. If you want to give me a paragraph, give me a paragraph. I'm not in a rush, but I want to get some understanding on this one because that's a good ass question. You feel me? Facts though. Shout out to everybody that's here for the first time. Hit the subscribe button. You just made it to the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the classic codes, man. Facts. Lisa said a wife is who you become. Good
Classic.
Good one. Said a wife is who you become. I know Souls of Thought gonna have something interesting for that one. Shout out to Lisa in the chat.
Classic.
Well, what y'all think, chat? Souls of Thought said, you play a role. I want someone who breathes the position.
Classic.
You got to appreciate the difference between male and female POV, man. You got to appreciate it. He said, you play a role. I want someone who breathes the position. That's interesting. Based on the way that the question was posed by Souls of Thought, I'm going to answer it the way you posed it. You said, is it a role or is it who you are? So it's an or question. I'm going to have to be the person that creates C as an option for both. I think it's a role and it's who you are. You know what I mean? Because you can, like Soul said, it's kind of a blend between Lisa's response, is who you become, and Soul's response is you play a role. Because if a woman understands the role of a wife and she plays it, but it's not who she is, she won't be happy in the role. She could play the role and play it well, but will she get fulfillment from the role? You know, that's kind of why Souls of Thought says you can play a role, because you do have some women that may understand the role of the wife, play the role of the wife, but admittedly so. Sarah Fontenot, on when we covered her, she said she needs a whole team. She said she needs nannies. She said she needs an army of nannies. She needs 24. She needs, the waiters, the butlers. She said she needs a whole team of assistants for her to be a good submissive wife. That's what she said. And then on the flip side, and that woman is unmarried. But on the flip side, then you have Keyshia talking about Gucci and saying all he got to do is shower and what he does to make money for a living. And she checks all the rest of the boxes. Now, again, I acknowledge that's level 10, right? Most dudes ain't looking for level 10. That the satisfaction line probably starts for the average man at a level 7 wifey, right? but Keyshia talking about operating at level 10. But I think it's a bit of both, chat. I think that there's a role involved, but I think that women who are wives, they end up being fulfilled by the role, versus a woman who is just a woman and not a wife. They play the role and find dissatisfaction in it, which is why the string of divorces in double-digit years is up right now. People divorcing each other at year 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's up right now. And then the divorce rate and who it's being filed by. I'm coming to the comments. I see everybody. The divorce rate and who is being filed by, it's increasingly churning more women that are filing. So I liken that to not all of these divorces being filed by the women are just simply because the man is bad. It's not 100% of them. Obviously, there's going to be nuance in there. And some of it's got to be because some women took on the role of a wife and learned in real time that they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we talking about, chat. I see y'all in the comments. Let's go. So Soul said you can't become something that you not. So he's saying you got to embody it. He's sticking to his gun.
Classic.
I hear you, Souls. I hear you, Souls. I hear you. Lisa said, as a young woman, you should be taught how to be a wife. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Classic.
Intentionally, too. I think we talked about that a little bit yesterday on Soul's panel. Wife mentality, what it consists of, what it is, what it looks like, all of that. For sure. Shout out to Lisa in the chat. Chat 333 in the building. We going heavy. So Soft Rain took her time to put something together for us. She said both. It's a role in a relationship. When it becomes who you are, your values, instincts, and desires align naturally with the energy and devotion of a wife, whether or not y'all locked in on paper. Was there more? No, she said whether or not y'all locked in on paper. Okay, I like that. So she said both. It's a role in a relationship. Hold on. It's a role in a relationship. When it becomes who you are, your values, instincts, and desires align naturally with the energy and devotion of a wife, whether or not y'all locked in on paper. So you're kind of in agreement with what Lisa said earlier about becoming. So as the thought said, Rain stealing answers.
Classic.
She definitely gave us the long version of Lisa's answer on Phone Nail Grave.
Classic.
Y'all crazy. Hey, chat, why y'all into it today? What's the zodiac shit for today? Is this some alignment or something? Soft Ray said, I can only type so fast. Do your thing. Hey, if y'all think alike, y'all think
classic.
Alike. It's cool. She said, some cultural are literally taught how to be wives. Yeah, that's a fact. Intentionally.
Classic.
Yep. From childhood, from being little girls. Yep. Roles change. What roles change? Elaborate on that, Souls. I don't know what angle you coming from. That's too vague for me. You said roles change. Talk to me. Lisa said, now are you good at it? Is the question.
Classic.
It's levels to the shit now. It's levels to the shit. It's definitely some niggas with a level 2 wife at the house. Level 2. It's definitely. I feel sorry for that man. Yeah. No, yeah. It's definitely some niggas with a level 0, a level nothing. Oh shit. Soft Ray said, Lisa, I agree. Gotta be good at it. Oh God. And how long y'all got to get good
classic.
At it too? Yeah, how long y'all got to become? Because we know they'll put a timer on our ass. Won't they souls and thought? Won't they souls
classic.
And thought? How long they got to get right, folks? Turn me up, chat. Souls and thought said you should never be in a role because roles change. He still talk. He's still standing on it. He said it got to be who you are.
Classic.
That man not budging today. He in that mode today. Hey, souls be popping. Hey, so he coming. My dog coming out that shell. Let me turn him up. Yeah, Prime was an elite DB, but he could play other roles or positions. That's true, and we're good at him. That's crazy. He said facts. Yeah, man. And then Lisa said, well, that depends on the man's patience. That's true. That's true too.
Classic.
That's true too. You know, we discussed one of the definitions that I have for my classic codes definitions. One of them is the silent shot clock. And we talk about that clock that women oftentimes put on men and shit like that to become whatever it is that is something that looks like what they want it to look like for them to feel comfortable and safe and all of that. We talked about that before, like the silent shot clock and stuff. And I guess this would be an example of the man's chance to do that if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, whereas, like, you know how guys, they get, what Souls of Thought said, see, now we have to wait for you to be a wife and submissive. Lord, he fighting
classic.
Back. He fighting back. He won't smoke. Hey, Souls, I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it, dog.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
Hey, he owned that today. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lisa said, and if he's willing to unlearn you and teach you something. Ooh-wee. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Classic.
Shout out to the chat, man. Look like this question. This was a great question of the day. I'm glad that we went ahead and called the audible and made it a full-fledged question of the day. This has been a great segment. A lot of different input. Is a wife a role or is it who you are? Soft Rain said, and it depends on if the wife is open to learning and being better for her husband. That part too.
Classic.
That part too. Yeah, it's all of it. I think we got a good grasp on this one, chat. Is it a role or is it who you are? I think the consensus is it's a little bit of both, except for Souls of Thought. He said, no, it's who you are. He said it's who you are. He said, I have to do work even after you supposedly done the work. He said, I have to do work even after you supposedly done the work. Come Classic, tag in. Oh, yeah, he want the link. Let's go. I'm dropping the link. Let's go, chat. Let's get active, chat. It's one of them days. You know, hey, I'll pull up ready to go one on nobody, but I'm always prepared for collaboration, man. There go the link right there, dog. Right in the chat. Let's get it chopping. Let's get it chopping. Wait till I see my dog backstage. We're gonna bring him right on in. He's passionate about this one, so we're gonna stay on the question of the day. We're gonna rock out, man. I got no reason to rush, Gus. Let's do it. Soft Rain, you can use the link too. It ain't no solo invite. Anybody want to hit the link is wide open, man. Any trolls will be deleted. It is what it is. We got wrenches. The wrenches is out and they don't play. I got trained snipers with the wrenches, not playing games. No need to just in. Oh man, listen, you want me to dive in on this one? I think he said I'm in traffic. Okay. I mean, pretty much I'm just saying I mean, I get where you're coming from when you say it's who they are, because I think it ties in with what I was already saying too. I just add nuance to it. A woman who is a wife, she will get fulfillment from fulfilling the role of a wife. Once, even if they have to learn it, once learned and once stepping into the role, they will find that nothing else in life is more fulfilling than that role. Keyshia is talking about it from the perspective of a woman who's fulfilled by doing these things. She doesn't sound like a servant. She doesn't sound like a slave, right? She sounds like a woman who's getting her fulfillment from fulfilling so many roles and allowing her man to be in his essence and in his, when everybody fulfilled, everybody glowing and it be showing. You know what I'm saying? Keyshia and Gucci are a good example of that. You can see it in a photo. You can just see it. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Yeah, absolutely classic. So yeah, like you have to take, if a woman's fulfilling the role, but the role is stressing her the fuck out, then that's probably not, you get what I'm saying? Like even people lean into the scriptures and stuff like that. The scripture doesn't say that all women are wives. It gives you a description of what a wife is. And it's not all women. Some women, they step into the role of a wife and they realize me no likey. And they realize they eternally for the streets. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Soft Rain says she gets satisfaction from being a good wife. Yeah, she's no. It's beyond satisfaction. She's fulfilled.
Classic.
It's past satisfaction. Satisfaction could be quick, instant fulfillment. She's basking in that shit. She's enthralled in this shit. This shit run deep. When you doing everything besides, you know what I'm saying, wiping his ass for him. I mean, shit, you I'd say you like him a lot.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's levels for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I think that having a certain level of finance as a household too does allow for a woman to be that extreme. You know what I'm saying? The average middle class, like Rivah pointed out when we were doing the reaction on that, the average middle class family, the wife ain't gonna be able to check all of them boxes by default to some degree, but she can do it at a lower scale. That's what Rivah pointed out too. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about being realistic too. Y'all can't watch that, and if y'all ain't walking around making, you know what I'm saying, Gucci probably making he probably a deca millionaire. So if you making, you know, tens of millions like that, you know what I mean? You can check all the boxes, create new boxes. It's a different type of maneuverability that you're gonna have. Souls of Thought said, think about it though. He Jess was in jail. She was a wife, even there was no, even when there was no husband. Okay, think about it. He just was in jail. She was a wife, even when there was no husband. She didn't play a role, she did her part. I can't disagree.
Classic.
You convinced me, dog. You convinced me, dog.
I'm only gonna do this once. Classic.
I can't disagree with you. Yep, got her too. Soft Rain said, I agree, Souls.
Classic.
Yeah. I said both, but I'm with you now, dog. I'm riding with my dog. One thing I ain't gonna do, argue with a good ass point. That's one thing I ain't gonna do. Y'all ain't gonna catch me outside arguing with no good ass point. I'm riding with my dog. Think about it. He was just in jail. She was a wife even when there was no husband. She didn't play a role. She did her part. One
Classic.
more. We done with that. That's chopped liver. We figured it out. We cracked the code, man. It's already a wrap on that. It's easy work.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
So, all right, let's move into the next reaction video, man. Let's move into the next reaction. That was a great question of the day, though, for sure. So we sliding over to the Truth After Dark. We finna go laugh and joke with Paul Pierce because that boy show is a fool, man. We finna slide over to the Truth After Dark and have a little bit of fun. They talking about some relationship type things at the beginning of the latest episode. And instead of watching it all the way through, I like the way the conversation was transpiring. So I stopped it so I can go authentic reaction with y'all. You know, that's what I always try my best to do. All right, let's move.
Okay.
Mind
all the way up to let you, like, I feel like you trying to put me in my place. It just feels like that.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. But I just had to remind myself.
No, you have to let me know. Huh.
Yeah, I did.
All right, yeah, you cracking. You cracking. I can't fight it.
But anyways, so today we're going to talk about a few different things. But I want to start off by asking you a few questions, okay?
All right.
Before they get into that, I see everybody filing into the chat. Key, what's going on? Chat 333, all the way in the building tonight. Let's get it.
Classic.
See, that's what they want, Souls. Souls of Thought. We went, between me and Souls of Thought and Uncle Plug TV, we went about 72 hours not talking about relationships and no females. They didn't love us. But the second we come back, the chat
Classic.
go up. We got to get the streets what they want. I'm convinced, bro. We got to get the streets what they want.
Yeah.
Key says 777 subscribers. Ooh, the numerology is heavy within me.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. Let me check my chart real quick for my 777. My subs are at 777. And the super chat is open, ladies and gentlemen. We monetize on this side. Let me check my chart. Ladies and gentlemen. 777. Good luck. Wonderful things are about to happen. Shit, don't I know it? You fucking telling the truth to me.
Classic.
All right, man. Let's get into this reaction video. The chat got me turned up. Let's go.
So what do you think as a man is the reason that men cheat using one word? You can only use one word to answer all these questions I'm about to ask you. What are the reasons that men cheat?
You say I need one word for it?
You have to answer with one word.
The reason men cheat is... Wow, that's a good one. Damn. I would say probably... Oh, damn. One word, though? This is not a one-word answer.
Yeah, it is. Like, if you had to choose one word, like...
insecure?
Okay, that's what you would say? Insecurity.
Yeah, insecurity.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
I would say ego. Because I feel like a lot of men operate out their ego. Meaning, for instance, if a man feels like they're in a relationship with a woman and the woman is kind of like not making him feel like his ego is stroked, like he's the one, and he sometimes has to venture out and be like, okay, I'm gonna go be with this motherfucker because she's gonna pump me up. She gonna hear all my stories and laugh. She gonna make me feel like I'm a king. She don't know all my extra baggage, and she gonna be fucking with me.
Now hold on. You know how they do. You know how they do. A little gaslighting, little bit of their emotions, a little bit of facts, a little bit of gaslighting. We not gonna crash right now, chat. Norris, do me a favor. I know you on that today. Keep it together. We're not gonna let her do this. We see the play. We see how she wording it. Yeah. We can't. Souls of Thought said, we can't be outworked. No, that's a fucking fact.
Classic.
They're not gonna outwork us. That's not gonna happen. He with the eyeballs. Soft Rain said stagnant. Souls of Thought said key messy. Key said I'm listening hard. What's going on in the chat? Chat 333. What's going on, man? Shit been wild all day long. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna change my word.
What is it?
Availability.
So it's based off of a woman is available and accessible to you?
When she's unavailable,
the other one is available.
There we go.
That's crazy to me, though. It's so unfair because it feels like...
Okay, before she get into what it feels like, real quick. Everything they just said is true. They trying to narrow it down to one reason like it's one reason. One person said ego. One person said insecurity. One person said availability. It's a lot of shit. I mean, you can make a list of different reasons. It's circumstantial, no? Let's see what she said.
With a woman, it's like, you can't go through nothing. Don't have a baby. Don't be on a period. Don't be having a bad day. Don't go through depression. Don't be fucking off your cue for 2 minutes. Like, a man is just gonna be like, you're unavailable, so I'm gonna go get with the available bitch. Like, that's just so wild to me because it's like, it doesn't leave space for a woman to have any error in the relationship. Well, and as a woman, there's that anxiety on your heart because you know that. You're like, well, damn, if I'm not having sex with him, if I'm not doing this, if I'm not showing up in these ways, he's about to just go get it from someone else. And I have to live with that or I have to move on, one or the other. But it just feels so much like pressure on us.
Okay, so let me ask you.
No, listen, I know Paul Pierce. She said, look, Soft Rain said, I call BS. Perry said, stop. Look, the chat gonna crash before I do, folks. What y'all on today?
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Yeah. Stop. She said, stop dating men then. Perry P said, stop dating men then, shorty. Yeah. Shout out to P in the chat. What's up, chat 333? Classic. I know Paul Pierce is way too player to go for this shit she just laid down. Let's go.
Shoot this. When is a man, this is the thing. A man is never unavailable.
That's not true.
What? That's true. If you, the man
sexually,
is
are we just talking sexually?
The man is never unavailable.
Okay, sexually,
never unavailable.
Okay,
ever.
Let me explain something to you though. A man has a dick that you stick into a hole. A woman has a vagina that's being entered. Do you know how much different that is? Do you know how sacred that is? And do you know how sometimes as a woman, you're getting pounded and that shit is sore, it hurts, you're on your period, you're going through something. Like, it's not just that. And then man will come in, throw off your pH. You have a UTI, you have BV, you got all this shit going on because
why they always go off the ledge, folks? Why they always go? So now she went from it being sacred to damn near making it sound like being a victim of some sort of assault. To then making it sound like the worst case scenario of Negro is entering her. Like where, why are we jumping off the cliff in this conversation? You see why? Hey, listen, on these panels, and me, I try to be cool when there's a panel of women and men. I try to be, I level set the way I'm gonna go at it. But a lot of these dudes, they get out their body on these panels because they listen to this shit that y'all say. Not y'all, but you know, y'all type shit. And they listen to what y'all say, and they can't help but to be triggered at the nonsense. They can't help but to be triggered at the nonsense. So you talk, you know, it's who asked for that? If a guy is, let's just be adults here, because this channel ain't for kids. Who asking for that? If a dude is going pound town, it's the pound town, he going crazy in there, disrespectful, just wild, crazy. If that's not what you into, you gonna tell him ease up on that. No. So if that's how it's happening for you, that's how y'all do the math, man. What are we talking about? Souls of Thought said because only extreme can help them compare. It's not equal. Suck it up. Right. That's what. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Because I'm trying not to say certain things because I don't. You feel me? The monetization is here, and we want it to stay.
Messing with a man, and I gotta recover because of you. And then now you not available. All right, I'm gonna go get with the next broad. You know how crazy that is for a woman? And I know women that go through this multiple times, and it's like, damn, I'm dealing with something because of you. Mm-hmm. And now you're telling me I'm unavailable. A man is never unavailable because all you're doing is sticking a dick into a hole. That's very easy. You're not getting your vagina stretched out and pounded. Like that's a
so now y'all no longer, so that's no longer, y'all don't like that. Why is she describing this like something she don't want to happen is happening? Wait. Y'all, like, what is this? Is this how y'all think of it? Is this how y'all think of it? Tell me, educate me, ladies. Is this how y'all think of it?
You know how crazy that is for a woman? And I know women that go through this multiple times, and it's like, damn, I'm dealing with something because of you. Mm-hmm. And now you're telling me I'm unavailable. A man is never unavailable because all you're doing is sticking a dick into a hole. That's very easy. You're not getting your vagina stretched out and pounded.
Is that how y'all think of it? That's how y'all think of it when y'all think about intercourse and intimacy with your lover. Y'all think about stretch and pound. That's how y'all look at it. Why is she making it sound like that? Just to try to drive home some type of a point is crazy to me. And then we supposed to come up with an articulate response that doesn't sound condescending at all. So I'm not gonna say nothing at all.
Like that's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I see what you go through, and I'm hearing.
You see what I go through. This is crazy.
What you're talking about, right? Just like a man, like when a man use sex for like stress relief, and like you say what you going through, right?
Yeah.
And that's something we'll never understand.
You'll never understand it.
But the other hand, why there's tension and there's disconnect is because when we go in the outside world as a man, and the pressure that's on us as a man every day to provide, to do the things that we, especially a black man, there's like you like what you going through internally, we going through outer worldly. So we come home with so much pressure on us to provide, to give you our all, and to make sure you like we wake up trying to feel like, hey, how do I make her happy? Do the woman think that is that on the woman's mindset? Wake up, let me see how I can make my man happy. Our everyday mindset is how can I make her, because that's what's trained through us through television shows, through movies.
Shit. Shit. Perry says she tripping. Yeah, in a real way. Soft Rain said, no, I don't know why she's saying that. Yeah, like, why would you even word that like that? That's kind of crazy. Like, maybe that's rooted in some trauma we don't know about, chat. That was kind of crazy to me. I felt weird trying to find a good way to point it out. I couldn't even make my point with that shit. That shit was kind of weird. But what Paul talking about, I don't like when black dudes say, especially being a black man, the plight of the man is the plight of the man. Your blackness and all that matter as much as you allow for it to matter in today's time. That's just what it is. So the foot been off y'all neck. Attention, all Negroes. The foot has been lifted. Fuck is y'all talking about?
You wake up to how do we please the woman? And that's the pressure for a man. When a man can't provide and can't do these things and the stress levels come in and suicide thoughts come in, is based on what he can't do for his woman.
Okay, I can accept that.
So like the worldly things that a man go through, and you got your issues as a woman with your body that we can't understand. But you can't understand when we walk out this room, when we walk out this house every day, and motherfucker throwing stones at you, doing all this, and being black on top of that.
Oh God,
man, we want to come home and feel some type of like at ease, and we feel like sometimes the sexual pleasure gets us at ease for that. Where that moment is that we can have that that intimacy with you. That's the time where I don't think about all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel him on that. But I got a dumbass question for y'all, chat. Yeah, this is about to take a hard left. So listen. Let's talk about nature and God's design, right? So men are designed, because clearly what they're talking about is a difference in anatomy, right? It's a biological conversation at this point. She's expressing that the woman's body needs more time to recover from intercourse in general than the man. So even if she hyper freaky, her body just don't allow for her to maybe provide for the intimacy that he needs as frequently as he may need it, right? Well, if his drive is up through the roof like that, and your body is made in a way where you need time to recover, I'm just asking y'all, do you feel that nature designed for him to only have one wife? And if you're the type of woman that understands that your drive or your ability to provide that is never going to be sufficient for that of his drive, why are you so closed off to somebody you know about, gonna take up the same cycle with, can collaborate with, you help to assist you with the things that women have worked together, sister wifehood, conversation? Why is that not something that just naturally come to y'all mind? Like, as women, do y'all just not, like, sister wifehood just at no point on a natural level, it never just crossed y'all mind? Like, no intuitive nothing about y'all bodies or nothing. It just don't cross y'all mind? Or is it conditioned, or it does, but it's conditioned not to be a normal thought process of how you look at relationships or see resolution to relationship crisis? I'm just asking, because I'm sitting here listening to the plight that they're discussing between the woman and the man, and I'm like, a man having a couple of wives will resolve all of that for both parties. Y'all tell me if I'm logically wrong. I know y'all may feel a certain way, but am I logically not making sense? The plight that they're discussing between the man and the woman, wouldn't another woman that both of them, just another wife, let's say wife, wouldn't that resolve both parties' problems in a lot of ways? Okay. Nobody wants to talk. Chat been booming all day. We start talking about some real shit. It goes completely quiet. I appreciate y'all, chat.
Classic.
Yep. I knew it was gonna be crickets in this motherfucker. But listen, this the way that the sheep population work, right? Before I get back into the video, this the way the sheep work. The sheep work like this. If the government pass a law tomorrow that says a man can take up multiple wives legally on paper, if that law passed tomorrow, you'd see so many women now all of a sudden considering it. If we took a survey today of how many women would never consider a sister wife whatsoever under any circumstance, no matter what, absolutely not, I'm selfish, need them all to me, da-da-da-da-da. And then tomorrow, the government, the federal government, passed a law across the whole country that said men can now, on paper, have multiple wives. It explains the tax breaks, everything. And it passed the next day. And then you retake the fucking survey. The amount and the percentage of women who was like, absolutely not. I never would. That should have changed so drastically. I have no way to prove that I'm right, but I know I'm right. Even though I could be wrong, I know I'm right.
time I'm at ease, and for that little 45 to an hour, however long it lasts.
You are not having sex for 45 to an hour. Be fucking for
I'm
real.
saying intimacy.
No, they is now they on the performance enhancing drugs. You got dudes out here at 20 years old taking ED medicine. They taking ED medicine just to give out some regular product. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is 20 years old taking ED medicine. So yeah, they hitting shit for an hour. That shit won't go down. You taking medicine for people who shit don't work, and you at the age where your shit still works. So you up for 4 hours, destroying some young lady that you not gonna marry. It's crazy. It's crazy. Soft Rain said, I feel like I should be enough for my husband. He shouldn't need or want anyone else. Okay, I respect that. You said you feel like you should be enough for your husband. He shouldn't need or want for anyone else. So let me ask you this. Did all that Keyshia Kayor said she do for Gucci, did that sound exhausting to you? Did it sound like a burden to you? Did it sound cumbersome to you? Did it sound anything other than completely and utterly fulfilling to you? Because if it didn't, what you saying about being enough, I don't know if nature even designed it like that for real. And I'm just speaking in general here. Soft Rain said, I understand your point, Classic. Yeah, for sure. It's a real resolution. It's a real resolution. Polygyny is a real resolution. Listen, we are the softest brand of mankind that has existed on Earth in a long time. We're a very soft brand of mankind. I'm just gonna bring this into perspective for y'all. Now, the average woman have a child. She talking about postpartum. She talking about her body change. She talking about, all type of shit going on off a baby or two. Great grandma, like I tell y'all, great grandma used to have 14 kids, 17 pregnancies. 13 kids, fucking 20 pregnancies. And they used to bounce back like cook crack, and still made home cooked meals every day, tended to a real garden outside, tended to real cattle outside, had chickens. All type of shit got to going on. And they was handling the load, and it was normal protocol. It was normal protocol. They was handling the load. It wasn't nothing to it. You get the oldest kid straight, you let the oldest kid help the younger kids, you put them in position, you try treating them kids like it was a way to do it. And they handled it. It was normal. Fast forward to our generation, we soft as baby shit. Chick got one kid, need a nanny. For what? Do your job. And so when somebody bring up the idea of offering you some assistance in the way of somebody, yeah. Hey, listen. You need something to lighten your load. Fuck us paying a nanny. Here go your sister wife. We're gonna combine these finances. We're gonna combine these responsibilities. We're gonna delegate shit so everybody get rest. All this rest y'all fucking need. We gonna put it together. Why don't y'all put it together? It's just a stupid question. It's just a stupid question. Y'all don't want to talk about the truth. Y'all do y'all want to? I wish we could find some real stats, some CCTV, high government been spying on niggas type stats that show just how many mistresses keeping marriages together globally. But y'all don't think polygyny need to make a comeback around this bitch. Because it used to be regular. It's how we conditioned. You conditioned to be selfish like that. You beefing with her, that's the hell. Y'all don't, okay. No, nobody want to talk. Okay. Perry said, America, the only place that punish you for having more than you want. Damn, that's crazy. Souls of Thought said, that's crazy. Souls of Thought said, women will never show their hand. Come on now. Souls of Thought getting on that. Baby, did you get enough food? Now think about that statement. Hold on. Baby, did you get enough food? Now think about that statement. Nah, you got me, champ. Soft Rain said, no, not at all. Yeah, I know I ain't talking crazy. Perry said, this generation is super soft. No. It ain't even no generation, P. It's not even a generation. It's mankind right now. Everybody alive right now, if you one of the few people that we could just take and drop off at any time period, then you the old kind. You know what I'm saying? I'm the old kind. Most of the people chat 333, we the old kind. We got similar belief systems. That's why we tied to each other in the way of our content and consuming each other's, lives and perspectives and shit like that. So we probably similar in certain ways, right? Integrity wise, we the old kind. You can go drop me off in Jim Crow, G. I'm gonna figure some shit out. You drop me off 20 years in the future, I'm gonna figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? But this batch of mankind, not just men, the women too, all of us, technology that made us super duper lazy. Everything so convenient, everything automated, nothing manual no more. Niggas don't even gotta roll down their own windows. None of that. Everything too convenient. You know what I'm saying? The propaganda that's being pushed, all alleged, everything I'm discussing alleged for entertainment purposes and content creation. But the propaganda that's being pushed, the way that they want you to think and steering your thinking and your thought processes, the way they break up your families to weaken the whole potential and the baseline of potential of your children. Yeah. Y'all don't want to really talk about the shit. So said the word enough. Nah, I see what you did there. You have to be more than enough. Enough food can keep you fed, but doesn't mean you're not hungry or craving more. Facts. Soft Rain says enough, as much or as many as required. She hit your ass with the book definition. Let's go, chat.
Classic.
Y'all really into it. That's crazy. All right, let's go.
No.
And what does that entail?
Because intimacy, because me holding you in the bed, talking to you for a little bit before we get, it could be us watching a movie, holding each other. Intimacy is more than sex.
So we're talking about sex. It's not lasting 45 minutes. How long is the sex lasting?
Intimacy though. Like you want to hear what I'm saying? Like as a man, when my mind is off these things, is through the intimacy. Like the sex is one thing, but the intimacy, that's where it start. It start in the layup line. It start before jump ball, before the game start.
I get that.
Like in the locker room, the pregame speech. That's all the intimacy. I'm like when I play ball, like my mind came off the stress and pressures of the world once I stepped into the locker room. That's where the intimacy start. The pregame speech, the warm up, the stretching, that's all of that. Like, and then when I was done with the game, I'm back to real normal life. Like, damn, I'm really going through some real life shit.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So it start before the sex start. Well, sex is the game. The intimacy is the layup line, the stretching, the pregame speech, all of that, running through the hallway. You know what I'm saying?
So what if she's giving you the intimacy, but she can't give you the sexual at that second? Does that mean she's unavailable?
No, because the intimacy is like practice then. All right, we're not going to have a game today, but if you give me the intimacy to where you kissing on me and we talking, I'm looking you in your eye, we're watching a Netflix movie and I'm holding you and you hold me and I'm sharing different secrets with you, that's still my mind off it. You know what I'm saying? That's still giving me the pleasure of like, all right, I'm in another world for how long we gonna be right here, and I'm looking at you in your eye, I'm dead eye with you, just like, damn, you had a long ass day, man. I want to tell you about it. And then you scratching on a nigga neck, or then we take a bath together. That's all part of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, P cooking. I ain't gonna lie, P cooking. Souls Thought said she answered your question. Souls Thought said, I do this. You cooking today. I have y'all answering your own what do you say? I have y'all answering your own debates. Hey, no, you cooking today, broski. You cooking. Intimacy is different than sex. Intimacy doesn't always lead to sex. Shit.
Classic.
I mean, all right. Yeah, so look.
Even without the sex, when you're doing all that, that's like, man, nigga need like some shit like that just to keep his mind off his day to what he went through.
Are you taking a bath with bitches?
Damn. All right. We gonna go ahead and get off this one, man. I'm approaching 2 hours with y'all, chat. This is crazy. We go because she went too far. Why she just invade the man's privacy? Now he said what he said already. You're gonna double back, make him stand on it. I can't stand a dry snitch, man. Souls of thought die laughing. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's crazy. That's
Classic.
Crazy. That's crazy. Nasty work, man. But good relationship talk with the Truth After Dark. I didn't have like a specific piece of that interview because I didn't watch it all. I wanted to go authentic. So, and they didn't have it segmented yet because it was their latest episode. So if y'all want to see the full interaction and the rest of that conversation, make sure y'all tap in with the Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. Classic says shit. Oh, you heard me? Fuck. Yeah. Intimacy don't always what?
Classic.
Hey, y'all, chill out, chat. All right, that's it with the Truth After Dark, man. All right, let's do the code language and I'm out of here, man. Code language for the day, divinity. Let's get into it. Like we always do with the code language conversation, we're going to look into the book definition and we're going to go from there. Divinity. All right. Divinity can refer to the quality of being divine, a divine being, God or goddess, or the study of divine things, theology. It can also refer to a type of candy made with whipped egg whites and sugar, often with nuts. Quality of state. Okay, so 1, the quality or state of being divine. This is the core meaning of divinity, referring to the state or nature of being godlike or having divine attributes. It can also refer to the essence of a god or goddess, a divine being. This is 2, a divine being. Divinity can be used as a synonym for god or goddess. It can also refer to a being with divine attributes, but who is ranked below a supreme deity like a demigod or an angel. So that's divinity. How y'all feel about divinity, chat? What comes to mind when y'all hear that word? Soul says, so intimacy not enough, classic. Hey, man, I think when I first started doing content creation, I had a video about, is there a such thing as a satisfied woman? And I think that was the beginning of people trying to say my channel was misogynistic and all of that. But it sounds like that's the roundabout way you're going to pretty much saying there's no satisfying them. Soft Rain said, define divine. I got you. I could define that. Divine can refer to something godlike, extremely good, or related to a god or religion. It can also be used as a noun referring to a member of a clergy or historically as a term for a fortune teller or prophet. Furthermore, divine is the stage name of the late performer. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. And then here we go. As an adjective, divine means of, relating to, or coming directly from God or a god. Godlike or having godlike qualities. Extremely good, superb, or perfect. Of, relating to, or associated with religion or worship. So that is the definition of divine. So when I think of divinity, I think about myself. I think about actually all of us. I think about how many people won't ever tap in to the divinity that's within them because they believe to achieve it or to feel divinity or to be in the presence of divinity that they have to look outward. Those are the first things I think of when I think about divinity. I think about when I changed my diet. When I was in my late 20s, I changed my nutrition habits and how my skin started to look different. Ain't no filter on, y'all. How my skin started to look different. How my body mass index changed. How the way my hair texture responded to the atmosphere got different. My ability to see things for what they are, my third eye essentially opened. And I started to understand what it was like. And then I started to get compliments that were in alignment with what we are taught as divinity. Still to this very day, damn, if I'm outside a decent amount, somebody gonna tell me I look like Jesus or Moses. Get this shit all the time, especially when my locks ain't twisted, when they just all out. But yeah, I think a lot of times we're thought to think of divine things and divinity and etc. We're thought to think of those things outside of the framework of ourselves. But honestly, I truly do believe that God is the source of life energy, and with consciousness involved and all of that other complexities that go into it. But everything that has life has God in it. You know what I mean? And so when I think about being divine, operating in divinity, being perceived as divine in any way, shape, or form, I think it just has a lot to do with operating at your highest frequency. And that's when, you know, there's pros and cons to that too, because even though you may get to that level, you still may have to go be around low vibrational people on a regular basis at your job. You still may have to go be around low vibrational people in your own family for the holidays. You still may have to go. So you may be in the midst of those who can't even truly appreciate the light. It's real. But at the end of the day, shit, the glow still gonna show. Ain't no turning it off. Unless you go back to being low vibrational yourself. That would be a decision though. But yeah, man, I think when I think of divinity, I definitely think of something that's greater than what we consider to be natural, but it's actually natural the whole time. I think it's just something greater than what we perceive as like natural or common. You know what I mean? And that's when people start thinking that you're doing something at a level that's unreasonable or inexplicable. That's why people say shit like LeBron was born to play basketball. Wasn't no niggas born to play basketball. That's human arrogance at its finest. You know what I'm saying? But there is something divine about his stability, his sturdiness. I bet if they traced his DNA or his bloodline, it probably roots back to some level of a high level athletic tribe of people or warrior people, et cetera, who are very sturdy, strong, durable, live long time, et cetera, Like the proof is generally in the history, not in the faith system. I'll say that again. The proof is generally in the history, not in the faith system. And when you ask where's the history is in the environment. Earth is evidential. Look at the evidence. That's a different conversation though. But yeah, code language on divinity. I think that was a dope one, man. That was actually shot to me by Jay Zilla, who couldn't be in the chat today, but he sent that over for a code language conversation. So shout out to Jay Zilla, big dog representative of Chat 333.
Classic.
All right, chat. I got a little bit of time for Q&A. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to give y'all 12 minutes. I'm going to give y'all 12 minutes all the way up to the 2-hour mark. Any topics, subjects, questions, anything y'all want to tap into before we log out. 12 minutes. Let's go. By the end of the song, drop whatever questions y'all got. If they don't come, then we done. Let's get it.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was
333 chat. What up? Drop some threes, man. 333 in the chat. Let's go.
In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Y'all put in that time, put in work.
Talk to me, Chad. What we doing?
Work ethic, marine, mama mentality. Shout out to Bean, coach life, sweat, 6 society T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bad work, 5 punch combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me.
Yeah. We not gonna run the whole thing. What up, chat? We ain't got nothing for chat Q&A. That's all good with me. I'm hungry anyway. Shit. Yeah, I'm finna go eat this Greek salad. Yeah.
International.
Finna go eat
International.
Finna go eat this Greek salad. Yes, Lord. I ain't all the way home yet. I ain't gonna lie to you. But before I go, make sure y'all go check out vlog post number 5. Drop the vlog post of the yacht party. Quick little, I think 3 or 5 minute video. It's short. Check out vlog post number 5 on my vlog playlist. Make sure y'all tap in with that. 333 coming in. Yes, Lord. Chat 333, the best in the business. So make sure y'all check out my vlog post number 5. It just dropped today of the yacht party. That's a quick, easy watch. Y'all can watch that all the way through. Some entertainment, something that'll hopefully bring a smile across your face, even if it's just momentarily, man. But as I go, we go. Vlogging is something that we doing new that I'm adding to the channel. So once we get done with the Greece vlogs, which I think we got 1 or 2 more episodes, I got to go through the footage and see, but 1 or 2 more episodes on the Greece vlog, and then we're gonna do other things, man. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna do some restaurant stuff. We're gonna do some traveling to other states stuff. We're gonna do some networking vlogs, right? I go meet some important people or some people that need exposure like me. We listen, we're gonna put it together, and I'm gonna keep bringing y'all different things, more than just the live show, but this gonna be the most consistent, the most pressurized, the most real, the most important live show setup. Shout out to all of my community, my YouTube family, Souls of Thought, tap in with their channel. Uncle Plug TV, tap in with their channel. Conversations with Soft Rain, tap in with that channel. And then somebody drop Alyssa's channel too. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I don't want to call it wrong. But make sure y'all tap in with the YouTube community, man, for great content. All of us do different things in our own different ways. And so you're not eating off the same, you ain't eating off the same bone. You know what I mean? No puffy. But yeah, man, if y'all don't do nothing else, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and stick to the codes. We got another one. Oh, hold on. Lisa's So Savvy. There we go. So Savvy. Lisa So Savvy. Make sure y'all tap in with that channel as well. Make sure y'all tap in with that channel for sure.
Classic.
And remember, on the 19th, we got the Queen Code panel. Alyssa So Savvy. Make sure y'all tap in with that channel. And on the 19th of this month, we got the Queen Codes panel coming back. I'm still curating the panel, seeing exactly which ladies we want to get on there. But we're going to be putting that together within the next week time, so we can let y'all know the time and date of the next panel for that. Super exciting.
Classic.
So like I said, man, we're going to keep having things going on and keep providing value to the channel. Make sure y'all hit the super chats, hit the super comments when y'all can. I got the website down. We're going to bring it back up on Saturday with new merch on the website. So a couple of different t-shirts, nothing major, a couple of different t-shirts, and maybe some different joggers too. So we'll see, but make sure y'all tap in, shop with the codes. And if not, do all the free shit. Hit the like button, turn on notifications, just be here, be present, have conversation, and crack codes with me every single day. But we're going to actually outro now. I feel like I'm being a real black person, taking forever to say bye and shit. But make sure, if y'all don't do nothing else, y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.